know the script, Alex, because you've been doing this long enough.
No, I don't.
Hey, Alex, do you know how to get into the chat here?
Look, I am God's favorite Etch-a-Sketch. He just, every day he just shakes me, and it's a clean slate.
It's in Podchaser.
We put it in the chat for this particular
okay.
channel, Alex. So you
I
can
did,
get
and
yeah. It is now. Are you okay? You got it.
You're making me feel fucking elderly, and I resent it.
Don't worry. I mean, we had that whole thing where I had to run Shaun through how to use Discord.
Off stream, did you not say I sound like a fucking old man?
Yes, I did. Look, one old man recognizes another.
Wait. Let's start the podcast before we do this.
I mean, that should be the cold open.
This is all recorded, guys. Like this is on YouTube at the end of the night. What are you talking about?
We haven't even counted in yet. You're gonna cut all this. We know you are.
I'm not even the oldest member of this show, and I'm being called the Ancient One in chat. Kids are asleep. Valerie Valdez has called me Shaun the Ancient One Duke. Paul Weimer's older than me, guys. He's been around since before the Roman Empire.
Shaun, is Paul here?
No, he couldn't make it. You know why? Because he had to go to his AARP meeting, okay?
I thought it was because he had to return to his phylactery. I love you,
That
Paul.
life vessel won't charge itself.
Actually, he's playing
Paul, do you see yourself more as a lich or a mummy lord?
No, he's just an immortal.
Find out.
He's an immortal. You can see statues of him in London, by the way.
True.
Yeah, if you ever seen a statue of Trajan, Emperor Trajan, that's Paul.
Probably.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can see him in London because they fucking stole it and put it in the British Museum.
You're not wrong. Okay. We should make a show. I'm sorry. I'm getting
Okay. Getting emotional.
Not really. No, my eyes itch. It's fine, guys. I've never felt anything with you two around. It's fine.
You've never felt anything other than pure bliss with us.
Yes.
I apologize. That was mean. I didn't mean it. I really didn't mean that. Okay. Oh my God. No.
Let's do this. Let's do the podcast. Let's do this.
My eyes itching. I can't read. Hold on.
We did it, Alex. Alcohol. We broke him in the first 6 minutes.
God. I didn't even say anything that fucked up.
Not yet. But look. Hold on. I gotta get a tissue. My eyes are.
Oh my God.
Wow, we are off to a great start. So I just want to say hello, Daniel. Hello, kids are asleep. Hello, Jeff, my favorite person.
Jerf the Gerst. Thank you.
Jerf the Gerst.
Thank you all very much
is my
for
fave.
coming. Okay, we're gonna make a podcast like this.
Are we?
And who fucking knows? This is falling apart.
Andrea's here. Yes,
and Andrea.
Shaun is already crying, laughing. We're ready to go.
This right here is like the dream team of torture cinema because at some point I'm just gonna be fucking crying.
It happens every time when you get us three in a room. It's just a matter of time.
I don't know if it's gonna get that messed up because I would feel really weird making like pegging jokes about dogs.
That's
Can't do it.
You just
there's
did.
A lot.
No matter how anthropomorphized they are, just.
I mean,
half of them didn't have ears, so.
What was up with that?
Okay, save it. We're making a podcast. All right. Welcome to the Skiffy and Fandy Show's Torture Cinema.
Hello yourself, Tall, Dark, and Blitzen.
I hate that.
You're welcome.
I hate that so much.
I'm Shaun.
I'm Becca.
I'm Alex.
And on this live Torture Cinema show, we'll discuss the final... Wait, hold on. Daniel has written like a thing here. that
Daniel
I did
always
not
writes
read
a thing.
beforehand, and I am very confused. We'll discuss the final episode of All Dogs Go to Heaven, the series, which was then released directly to video in 1998 as an All Dogs Christmas Carol. It was directed by Paul Sabella and Gary Salvaggio, written by Jim Megan, lyrics by Lorraine Feather, and based on the 1843 novella A Christmas Carol by some bloke named Charles Dickens. It has music by Mark Waters and stars the vocal talents of Airwolf's Ernest Borgnine. Wow, Daniel, you really went all out for these fucking notes. Wings' Steven Weber, Failsafe's Dom DeLuise. Also, hold on, Five-O Goes West, An American Tale. He's also in that, thank you. He's the freaking cat. Okay,
No.
anyway. Miami Vice's Sheena Easton.
Vices.
Vices. Shut up. I didn't prep, okay? Shut up. Be nice. Space Cat's Charles Nelson Riley and Jumanji's BB Newworth.
Bubba.
This movie was chosen by our Patreon supporters based on a poll that I made us do, I guess. Though that part Daniel left in from the old script, so bad
Yeah, because I was going to say, this is not a horror movie.
I mean, it might as well be.
It was based on a
wouldn't
poll
hear
that I did put together with some help from folks on stream. I believe Kids Are Asleep was possibly there for that, based on, holiday movies involving animals. And my brother helped with this as well, and then patrons voted for it. And, one of them is at the very least present right now and voted on that poll. So thank you. So there you go. There's a lot of stuff.
What I'm hearing is that we're lucky we didn't end up with another, Beethoven movie or something.
Oh, no. It would have been worse because I'm pretty sure one of them was basically the Air Bud version of A Christmas Carol.
No.
This one has
bad
lyrics. That one would probably have some asshole with a synth that he just recorded a dog bark and just made dog music from.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it would have had, an actual dog where they, made the mouth, CGI.
Creepy move. Ugh.
They did that thing with, what is that? That, thumb wars where they just, put the face upside down on a thumb. Yeah. They probably did that to a dog's face. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And as always,
that part's
please share your comments. Yeah, I started to read it, asshole. As always, please share your comments with us about this and past episodes at skiffyandfanty.com/listener suggestions, or join us on Discord and become a patron on Patreon. And a patron on Patreon, Jesus. And if you're live with us today, feel free to throw thoughts and questions our way.
We're so professional.
We're so professional. Again, you put us three in a room and everything's just, we are right on the rails the whole time.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
We just
very
don't
focused.
say what those rails are.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
They're usually the ones
Beautiful.
into hell.
Also, I just noticed the chat is not on the stream, and I don't know why. Hold the fort, guys. Anyway,
is there a button on your thing that you can push?
I will fix it. So, look, we have a next step in the stream thingy, Mabobber, schedule, whatever this thing's called, script file. I'm sorry. I didn't prime before this, I promise. I'm just apparently out of sorts.
You didn't, I mean, maybe that's why, you didn't pregame, so you're getting flustered.
Yeah.
You're right. I needed to loosen
You should
up.
have known.
Yeah, you need to, just, woo.
I'll go downstairs and pop a couple peppermint shots. We'll get this.
I mean, Shaun, a little hair of the dog.
Oh. Okay. So we always talk about what we're drinking. I do want to remind folks, as many jokes as we'll probably make about this, please drink responsibly. Don't do anything illegal. Don't get behind a wheel. All that good stuff, right? Drinking alcohol can be fun and lovely, but you got to be safe or, it's bad. I think that's obvious. Also, it's against Twitch rules to have really bad representations of potential substance abuses. So we want to make sure to remind folks to be careful, even though I think everybody in the chat is an adult and they're capable of making adult decisions. So with that in mind, Becca, you are going to tell me what you're drinking while I fix the fact that the chat isn't on the stream screen.
Sounds good.
Go.
Tonight I am having a vodka Coke just because I had vodka in the freezer and I had Coke in the fridge.
That's a valid thing.
Yeah. And I'm already halfway through the first one. And I've got 3 shots left that I'm trying to get through. So I can finally get rid of this bottle. Anyways, that's what I'm drinking. What about you, Alex?
Well, as I cannot drink alcohol thanks to my medication situation, I'm having a delicious Diet Dr. Pepper.
Solid
Yeah.
choice.
My favorite soda. Over to you, Shaun.
I have not fixed the problem. Oh, no, I know what the problem is. Hold on, I'm fixing it.
Is it making you want to drink?
No,
I think
the
a lot of
problem,
things make him want to drink.
I know exactly what the problem is. Hold the fort. I'm about to fix it.
I actually think
Joe.
we're the ones that make him want to drink.
No. Well, I mean, yes, but only in a fun way. No, I figured out what it is. I have the chat for the Skiffy and Fanty channel. And so theoretically, if somebody writes something in chat, it'll show up. Or not. It won't do that. Old pattern. I want it to be there so people feel like they're a part of this. Shut up, Becca. Okay? Do you have all this shit you gotta do? No, you just sit there and you be interesting. You don't have to manage nothing.
What,
Look,
do you
Alex.
think this just does itself, Shaun? Do you think I roll out of bed looking like this? I mean, I kind of totally do.
Okay, we're gonna see if that maybe does this. Okay, hold on.
Someone could sing a selection from the movie.
No.
Ha!
No.
I fixed it. Okay.
I will come to your
Well,
house and kill you.
Kind of fixed it.
One.
Okay. Now I need to make it, like, fit this little box from hell. Hold on, guys. Everybody just be beautiful for a hot
Things
minute.
are happening.
They are happening.
I have
literally
no
right
idea
now.
because I don't have the stream pulled up.
You're fine.
'Cause
Heck
I'm a
yeah.
fossil.
You're fine.
A
You
what?
are a fossil. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, guys. Theoretically.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. There's
These are
nothing.
not the streams you're looking for.
Watch. This is going to be like the coolest transition. Oh my gosh! There's a chat again! Oh my god!
Wow. Things happen. We
Yes,
did
there's-
it.
Yay!
Definitely a chat
Okay.
that is there.
Am I going to edit this out of the podcast? Probably not.
Hope we kept you all sufficiently entertained,
I hope
audio
so.
listeners.
Okay, it's my turn to say what I'm drinking, yes?
Yes.
Okay, this is an eggnog white Russian, but with
Okay.
apple pie spice in it, in addition to the nutmeg. So it has
That sounds pretty good.
obviously eggnog. It's got a little bit of Kahlua, some vodka. I use my fancy vodka because I love myself, and I obviously put apple spice in here and also some nutmeg. So
I feel like
And
that
it's-
vodka comment was a direct attack against me.
it's delicious. What? You had purity vodka? That sounds high class.
It was whatever, I think, if I recall correctly, I was like, what's a decent vodka to put in a Moscow Mule? And he was like, this one. And I was like, okay.
I mean, I guess the big question is the bottle glass or plastic?
It's glass.
Okay, so you're fine then.
The only
Excellent.
time it's acceptable to get it in a plastic bottle is if you are buying a high quality vodka, but you need to buy it in like gallons.
Why would you need to buy a high quality vodka?
Don't
Yeah,
question it.
Because some of us party, okay? We like to make a real big thing full. You know that guy on.
Is that the really big hangover that you get because you're an old man?
No, hold on. Okay, no, you all know that guy that's on like YouTube or TikTok, right? Ever who makes like bizarre jungle juices where he just takes
Yes.
like a
Yes.
fucking giant 10-gallon thing and just pours like 8 trillion types
I'm
of
an elder
alcoholic
being.
juices.
I don't have a TikTok account.
It's on
Well,
YouTube as well.
Yeah, he did it on
okay?
YouTube.
I also
Yeah.
don't watch YouTube. I'm not one of you youths.
People think he's unhinged, and I disagree. He just makes beverages that taste good, but also make your soul slightly inebriated. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yes, if you need that
Okay.
much, but like if you're having a party and you've got 100 people coming, right? A
You're not
gallon of
gonna use
vodka is
fancy
enough.
Who throws
But you're not going to
parties
use
when there's
fancy
100 people
vodka.
coming? My God.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Like how many
I'm
shot
just saying,
glasses
I'm
are in
just
a
saying.
gallon?
I'm just saying. I've never been to a party where the jungle juice was fancy. It's just jungle juice. It's not supposed to be fancy. It's supposed to get you fucked up.
Yeah, but you can make it
Fast.
nice.
Yeah, but you do that with the mixers. You don't do that with the alcohol.
Okay, so Becca,
Anyways.
this is a thing that happens to you as you get older. You start just wanting like a slightly more
27.
refined version. Yeah, but you're not ancient like Shaun. So at some point when you cross into your 30s, you're going to be like, well, I want to give my elderly friends jungle juice, but it needs to be like fancier because, you know, we're not in the drinking out of red Solo cups phase of our lives anymore. You know, some of these people have kids. We all have dogs. I've got a mortgage. It needs to be like, you know, slightly refined.
My student loan bills make like a lot of people tell me that my student loan bills are more than their mortgage every month, which is
They
nice.
are.
So I understand that.
Yeah.
It's quite depressing. So
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
I feel where you're coming from.
I'm
I'm on my second vodka Coke now.
You definitely deserve nice things.
I just appreciate that I have apparently become the old man now. So not only do you guys call me that, but my wife also will sometimes just say, "You grumpy old man."
I mean, it's not my fault that your wife is beautiful and objectively correct.
I mean, she is gorgeous. That is correct. I have no idea what she sees in me. So
She barely likes grumpy old men, so there you go.
I mean, I've asked her directly, and she's like, "I don't know." And that's kind of where we're at, so.
You said it, not us. Anyways,
Anyway,
now that we've all gone through what we're drinking,
I am
Alex,
very
would
happily
you be so
married, by the
kind
way.
as to give us a brief summary of An All Dogs Christmas Carol, which, yes, is the third and final installation of the All Dogs Go to Heaven series.
I mean, what is there to summarize? It's a fucking Christmas Carol.
It's
except with
literally
dogs.
just a Christmas Carol.
Yes, it's literally just a Christmas Carol, to the extent that it even has a little puppy named Tim who has a bum leg and is apparently going to die of poor.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
thing
he's
that
not
happens.
specifically going to die of poor.
Well, I don't know. All we know is that the lady dog is just like, this is going to be his
Sasha.
last year, and apparently some kind of unspecified illness is going to take him out, which I can only assume is poor.
I mean, it's a little
So-
bit more effed up than that. It's more that the family's poor, and since they
So
can't
they can't
fix this
afford the
issue, they'll
medical
put the
treatment.
dog down, which is
Yeah.
unfortunately a thing that does happen.
Well, yeah.
The movie
But
does
it's
start
still-
off with like
the root cause is
the
still
framework.
poor.
Yeah.
The root cause is still poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So,
a
yeah,
pretty
no.
rough thing, you know?
I mean, it's basically, yeah, again, it's a Christmas
just
Carol, but with animated dogs, and then,
A section to tie it into the
yeah, into
All
like
dogs
the
go to heaven
universe where
canon.
the weird angel dog that doesn't have ears is telling it like a story really unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to frame it like that, especially understanding its place in the sort of television series thing, but we can get into that later. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. Not that I expect a lot of sense out of this, but it makes even less sense than it should.
I just
And
want to
it's just
note,
like,
we just got a follow on Twitch from someone named OG Butt Stuff.
Thank you for the follow, OG Butt Stuff. We greatly appreciate you.
I'm
and
glad
the
that us
new
talking-
avenue.
I mean, I'm very glad that us talking about dogs is what got you here.
Everybody likes dogs. You know, everybody likes dogs.
Everyone likes, especially God. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, all
This
dogs
movie, yeah,
go to heaven.
it
Yeah.
went so Christian.
Hey,
It got
it's not that
so
Christian. It's not that Christian. Jesus isn't in
mean,
this.
The angel versus the devil.
Well, I mean, it is not as Christian as All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, which is all about
I don't remember that one.
Carface stealing the horn of Gabriel.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And then
normal
Charlie
stuff.
goes to Earth to get it. And there's a devil cat that wants it so he can use it to make a permanent portal to hell.
This series of movies is they were on something.
Well,
Yes, they
so,
were.
Okay.
They were on
I
many
actually
things.
I actually saw All Dogs Go to Heaven in the theaters when I was
I
a
did
little
too.
kid.
Me too.
Wow.
And
Wow. Are you guys
and-
not like in your graves?
Whoa, but don't worry, Becca. Our generation's gonna make sure yours will be early. So take that.
Oh,
No.
I mean, I've already
Becca-
accepted some shit.
the answer to that is very simple. It's because evil never dies. Unless it's
yeah,
Henry
I should have
Kissinger.
known. Okay.
So yeah, like I remember like the first movie actually hit pretty hard because it was like, you know, the dog dies and then the dog dies again, etc., etc., and Charlie had to learn to be a good boy, and then he was still kind of a shitbag in All Dogs Go to Heaven too. And I never actually watched the television series, so I'm just really puzzled. But when I went and read about it, it said like, oh, then it was like Charlie was finally staying in heaven with Itchy, and they kept getting sent on guardian angel missions. So I really don't understand like where this fits in the canon of All Dogs Go to Heaven, which I know is not a thing that should bother me, but it does.
It's very strange. It's just a very strange, but also weirdly bland movie.
Yeah, well,
hey,
I mean...
Hey, you be careful right now. It is not bland. It has great musical numbers.
Oh, no, it's super bland.
No, it doesn't.
Look,
it is incredibly bland.
I mean...
It is unseasoned mashed potatoes bland.
When we hear a Christmas carol.
Look,
come on.
I hope you noticed the life completely drain out of my face.
We live
Daniel
in a
in chat
world...
is correct. Daniel in chat. No, hold. No, I will not book anymore.
The chat does not exist to me. The chat does not exist to me. I'm just saying, we live in a world where the Muppet Christmas Carol exists.
That is true, and that is obviously the superior animal-related carol, yes.
I mean, it is, outside of maybe Scrooged, one of the best retellings and most interesting ones of A Christmas Carol, because it's fucking weird. And this was not.
This
was just like line for line. Let's hit all the story beats.
No, hold on. No. Daniel in chat is correct. It is heartwarming. It is emotional. And those of us who have a soul certainly began to cry just a little bit here.
I'm Ginger, so...
Yeah, as am I. So you invited two people without souls.
You invited two soulless people onto this podcast and expected us to care. Anyways, hello, Carturo. I disagree. Unseasoned mashed potatoes are not delicious. You need to at least have salt, butter, and some sort of cream.
I would say cream and butter. I've been having to go like really sodium free. Though, okay, so Becca, let me pitch this to you.
Okay.
My mom has started making horseradish mashed potatoes.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Put it in my body.
It is so good.
I fucking love horseradish. I know a lot of people don't, but I fucking love horseradish.
No, you
and
are
like
correct.
Horseradish aiolis. They're so delicious. So that just...
Yeah. So now, get a jar of horseradish.
Thank you. That's what I'll be eating on Christmas.
Butter and horseradish in your mash. Yes.
I do want to note in chat, it has been noted that I am an atheist, and so apparently I also don't have a soul. So this is a soulless... Ironically, it's a bunch of soulless people watching a movie that is ostensibly religious in nature.
But does atheism and gingerness cancel out? So do I have a soul because the double negative?
No. It means that it
doesn't...
Or
is it just like I have less than none of a soul?
Like a black hole.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
I
it doubles.
actively sucking it in?
I think it just, I feel really bad about making the joke, but I'm just going to do it anyway, which is, I think just by its very nature, there's nothing you can do to acquire a soul. You just automatically are without.
I see.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry, I don't make the rules, okay?
No, I mean, that makes sense. You know what? The next time I have Mormons come to my door, I'm going to tell them that. Like, no, you came to the wrong place. I'm a ginger and I can never have a soul, so I don't give a shit what you have to say.
Anyways, let's dance.
God, I just want
Here's Shaun Duke's email address if you want to check on the
No. You are not emailing me. You can email complaints@skiffyandfanty.com, which is definitely a real email that we have.
Definitely. So anyway, after my extremely thorough summary of this movie, which is it's A Christmas Carol, but with animated dogs.
Yes. It is a very delightful movie, and it's a musical.
No.
I did enjoy the fact that the angel dog and the devil dog were voiced by the same person.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because they're sisters.
They're like
twins.
twins
Apparently,
almost.
I'm guessing also that's a thing from the TV series, because the angel dog with weirdly no ears was in
Annabelle.
the movie, but the devil dog wasn't.
Yeah. Belladonna.
You have like incredible memory for this show.
Well,
Did this
she
show
never watched the
indoctrinate
show.
you?
She read the summaries.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought for a moment, like, Alex, this show, like, at one point guided you to the path of Jesus, and then you, like, had a major course correction somewhere along the way. Like,
Absolutely not.
and then I was like, but what if I was gay and committed crime?
Not even the cartoon dogs were able to
Not even
stop
the
you
cartoon
from
dog.
being gay.
It's true. As conversion therapy, it failed.
Ugh.
wow, that's got dark.
Welcome to a podcast with me, Shaun, and Alex.
Yeah.
Daniel
This
does
happens
have a
every time.
question, a logistical
Oh?
question that Alex, I think you can answer. How is there a demon dog if they all go to heaven?
So, okay.
Well, she's a whippet, so I don't think it counts.
Well, no, I feel like for that to be true, the demon dog would actually have to be a Jack Russell Terrier, because they're apparently just absolutely evil.
Demon dogs,
But
yeah.
okay, this does get covered in the movie, which I do remember. And so the whole point of the movie is Charlie, the German Shepherd, who's like the only dog Charlie and Itchy are the only dogs whose names I remember. He gets hit by a car because Carface wants to steal his casino because Charlie was already a kind of a bad dog. And so he gets run over by a car and he goes to heaven because all dogs go to heaven. But then he's like, fuck this. And he steals the pocket watch that like represents his earthly life and winds it back up, and it sends him back down to earth. And as he's like going back to earth, Annabelle is like, no, this means you can never come back, so you're gonna go to hell instead. So all the dogs go to heaven once, and then they go to hell.
Oh.
And there was a reference to that pocket watch, by the way,
Mhm.
in All Dogs Christmas Carol. It was the little timepiece they looked up at in their little, like, incredibly spacious alleyway. That was also kind of a bar.
The things
Yeah.
Somehow.
Alex remembers.
I mean,
it's just astonishing.
I still, like, one thing I didn't really think of as a kid, but now it bothers me as an adult, is the whole idea was that Charlie and Carface were, like, in business together running a casino, and then Carface killed him
Yes.
so he could have all the casino profits, and I'm just like, how the fuck does a dog run a casino? He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, but how the fuck does a dog own a house? Because Carface owns a fucking 2-story house in
guys.
San
okay,
Francisco.
Folks, it's a cartoon.
Let us make it real.
No. You can talk to Netflix about the live action adaptation of All Dogs Go to Heaven, but in the cartoon universe, they for whatever reason can hold shit. That's just how dogs work in cartoon land.
Okay, Shaun, counterpoint. It's a stupid cartoon.
I mean, All Dogs Go to Heaven, I have very fond memories of. But
I do too.
It probably doesn't hold up. It's probably.
I do remember watching it on VHS when I was a child. Like, I do specifically remember we owned the VHS, and I watched it several times when I was a child.
Yeah, and like, I don't want to go back and watch it again because I'm pretty sure the Suck Fairy will have visited it.
Probably. It's very possible. Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, the Suck Fairy was all over this one, so.
In any case.
Daniel wants to know in chat, why do they celebrate the birth of Christ if they don't need salvation because they are inherently good dogs and thus are free of original sin?
That is an interesting
theologists.
I
didn't go to seminary.
Okay, this is what my take as a redheaded atheist would be. If all dogs go to heaven innately, it is because they are all innately born with a love for all humanity, including Jesus Christ.
Oh, so innately they're believers. And so what you're saying is that dogs are like born again Christians, like once you're saved, always saved. They're like Baptists.
Exactly. They're just born saved.
Wow.
It's fated. It's almost
So he's like the greatest owner ever, says Dave.
Yeah, they're almost like they're almost like Jehovah's Witnesses, except all dogs are saved instead of just like 4400 or whatever it
So
is.
wait, hold on. So that means Carface goes to heaven at some point.
Okay, so no, remember that does actually happen in the first movie where Carface does go to heaven, and then you see him run off with his own watch and run away, and Annabelle's like, no, don't do that, and Charlie's
Which
just
is
like,
then
they'll be
leads to the
back.
plot of the second movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's still around. Doing dastardly things.
This is why I don't understand how this fits into the like milieu of the movies. It doesn't make any sense because at the end of the second movie, Carface, after stealing the horn of Gabriel and allowing an evil devil cat to make a permanent portal to hell on Alcatraz Island, which I mean does get defeated, but still, he's a very bad dog for doing that, and also it means he's left heaven, so he definitely goes to hell. Somehow he's still back? I don't know.
Born again. Yeah.
I guess.
Well,
it doesn't make
I don't
so they kind of
think
do
that-
like heaven and hell, but also reincarnation. I don't know.
But they're all the
Well,
same dog still. How do you
Yeah.
reincarnate into the same dog? It's more like regression.
No.
guess.
Jesus came back from the dead, so maybe dogs get a freebie. Or 3.
And cats get 9.
Yeah.
But that's because they're inherently attached to the devil, apparently.
Right, so like
Yeah,
really
and
it's a
inherently
we already
better
do
deal.
that.
superior.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cats are also inherently superior. Let's be real.
Wow,
Anyways,
we are
it's
going to
true.
get so many angry emails from religious people.
don't worry. They can just go straight into spam.
Don't worry, I don't read the emails. That's Daniel's job.
You're welcome,
All the
Daniel.
blasphemy we're committing right now. Okay, we have likes and dislikes to get to, so we're going to get to them
somehow.
likes. So, all right. Alex, please tell us, what is your like about this movie? Your legitimate like that is not at all a fake bullshit like that I've never done.
That you've definitely never done something like that. My like is the running time. Even with ads from YouTube, it was a pretty short movie, and I can appreciate that.
It's an hour and 19 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't argue with that. It could have been shorter, but you know, it was just long enough for me to build a set of shelves. So, good job.
Okay.
Nice
that's
and
it?
bite-sized.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. You all are joyless. You have no concept of holiday cheer.
I have a
None.
genuine one. I have a genuine one.
Okay. Yeah. Go on, Becca. What's
Here,
your
Shaun, I'm
genuine?
going to show
I
you
just-
my concept of holiday
The-
cheer.
Specifically, it was the scene with Martha and Timmy, where Timmy breaks the plate. So Timmy's the one with the bum leg.
Right.
Timmy's trying to get to his stocking, which has a bone in it, and he like climbs up a stool and presents to like jump up and falls down on the plate of cookies for Santa and breaks the plate. And his owner, Martha, this little girl, tries to take responsibility in front of her mother. It's like, no, I did it. But Timmy, through, dog logic, convinces the mother that, no, it was actually me and I'm sorry. And I just, it was like it did exactly what it was meant to do, which was like, kind of tug a heartstring minutely.
Okay.
So, I will say in that scene, for the briefest moment, when he falls and breaks the plate because they cut away, I was like, oh, is this how he's going to die?
No!
The sharpest cookies
okay.
in the world!
I literally.
And then he was alive, so it was alright.
No, so when Alex started that, because I saw in chat, Cartero referenced the Grinch, and I was like, I thought Alex was gonna go, and my heart started to grow 3 sizes or whatever. No, Alex was
I have
like,
enough
"And I
problems
thought
with
the
my
dog
internal
was
organs
dead."
without my heart becoming enlarged. But yeah, no, it's just because of the way they cut away from it, and everyone was like, oh, and I was like, did the puppy fucking die? Like, who put razor blades in the cookies? Jesus Christ.
I
Who
also
put
just
a
want to
needle
note,
and 7
Alex,
Allen wrenches in my kid's chocolate?
you sent me
Wait.
some pictures, and I completely forgot that the Discord that I'm in shows any part of the screen on here, so I inadvertently
click
showed
away?
our chat.
You know what? That's
There's
fine.
nothing
They
bad
were
in there.
bad
It's just us
pictures. Yeah.
It's fine, but I just I sat there and went. I looked over and went, oh, cute pictures, and then I went, ah, shit.
We're working out the bugs. We moved to Discord to record these. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to remember, so it's all good. Okay, so you You thought that was a nice little moment when little
It was a
Timmy
nice
the
little
dog.
moment. And I also,
Okay.
like, I'm a sucker for redemption stories. So, like, the Carface realizing, like, I suffered, but that doesn't mean you have to. Like, that's pretty nice. But that was it.
It's a decent message. I mean, let's be real. Alex, our generation's been saying that for a long time, and
I mean,
I
wish more boomers had watched this special, and maybe they could have understood that.
Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't have to deal with all these student loans.
You mean we don't have to make it so everyone suffers? Oh, that's what the real holiday spirit's about. No.
Right?
No. This
Not
movie was
decorating our
not seen by
soulless
many
White
people.
House.
No, that absolutely not.
Oh, no,
I have-
decidedly not. It was direct to video.
Well, like back in the
Direct to
day,
TV.
like that wasn't that big a deal because you'd go to your Blockbuster and you'd like rent a movie, and so
That's fair.
like yeah, so like your kids were like, oh, they really liked All Dogs Go to Heaven. Let's get an All Dogs Christmas Carol because they might like that too. I saw lots of straight to DVD or straight to VHS movies back in the day when I was a kid. Just saying.
I don't remember most of my childhood because I blocked it out due to trauma, so I might have seen a bunch.
Well, I did. I lived through the era of Disney making unnecessary sequels to its animated movies. So,
Well, I mean,
There were like
went
50
ahead
Land Before Times, yes. Daniel is right.
and you are correct. This is another unnecessary sequel.
I mean, I would agree in general. It's an unnecessary sequel. However, excuse me. I need to get to my like, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care what you all think because I'm correct. And I have a fucking story that is amazing. This is an amazing story to come. Okay, so the music in this is absolutely fucking amazing. Mark Waters is the composer. Mark Waters he's got like 400 something credits, a lot of direct-to-video movies. He's worked on All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, did a bunch of stuff for, Dinotopia, and a lot of stuff, like tons of television. He's a pretty big deal in terms of, just like television and related categories of composing, right? This is a musical, and he was involved not only in the medleys and the weaving in of classic Christmas themes like Jingle Bells and so on. He also handled and helped, obviously, with the lyricists to do all of the musical numbers, which most of them are pretty solid, I would argue. Or at least I rather enjoyed them. And here's the thing. I liked the music so much watching this the other night with everybody that I went and looked to see if I could buy the soundtrack. Because I was like, this is kind of like, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which we talked about, at least live, we talked about it the previous evening. Which is, it's a very delightful soundtrack, very Christmassy, and has a lot of the themes that I like, and some of the songs, like, like the main theme that everyone sings about when they hear a Christmas carol, they know that it's Christmas time. Like, those things really made me happy. So I went looking to see if I could buy it. And it is not available anywhere at all, whatsoever. You can't buy it. So me thinking, gosh, I'll be a brilliant person. Let's just cold email the composer and see maybe it's hiding somewhere. I can buy a vinyl or something somewhere, right? So I emailed the composer at like 8, 9 o'clock or something at night, right? Saying, I love this. I loved it. It really elevated the material. I just really enjoyed the soundtrack. Is there a version available anywhere for sale? And 4 hours later, I get an email back from said composer calling me Shauna. I just want to note. So thanks, Mark Waters. My name is now Shauna, but I don't care because he said that he was both. I will read it. No, hold the fucking fort. I'm gonna read this.
Oh my god,
I'm reading it.
I am delighted that you've begun your transition. Congratulations,
Wow,
Shauna.
Yeah. So pleased.
I mean, at least I know I'd be supported. So
It's true.
No, don't like log me. I can't log into my email. Dang it!
I mean, Shaun, I will say, like, I didn't hate the music numbers, and actually, I did actively enjoy the one that Charlie had, where he's in like the yellow suit.
Sure, that's a good one. Okay,
yeah, that one was fun.
Here's the email. All right, here we go. Thank you for your very kind email. So hold on, I'll just do the full. Hello, Shauna.
Bless.
Thank you for your very kind email. I just want to thank. I really love you, Mark Waters. You're wonderful. I have very fond memories of that project. Alas, I could not get a soundtrack label to release a soundtrack. I was surprised too, since it features some well-known actors, and it was recorded in London, so there would be no union fees. But it is show business, as they say. I have attached an MP3 of the prologue, main title, and opening song. It is a nice keepsake from the movie Happy Holidays, Mark Waters. And I have an MP3 that I can't play because I'm pretty sure I don't have the rights to do so I won't play it. But I have an MP3 of said prologue, main title, and opening song in MP3 that I have listened to. And it is one of the most beautiful things that has ever happened to me on the holidays other than family-related things. So it's still a couple steps down, but like still pretty high up there, guy.
No, that's super sweet.
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
It's so cool. I love it.
Well, especially if you get a response like so fast of like, wow, like thanks. That's so cute.
I mean, that's why I say, like, if there is a thing you like, I mean, like, actors are kind of different because they're the face and everybody. But if it's like a writer or a composer, email them and tell them, because nobody ever fucking emails us. It's also like, I mean, my God, okay, if you're doing research and you ever want to get a copy of a scientific paper that is paywalled on like Elsevier or something,
email them.
Email the lead author and be like, hey, I'm doing this project and this paper would be really helpful. And like 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, yes, please. I just want somebody to read this and acknowledge that I exist and that I did a bunch of work. Like, it makes people so happy to be like, oh, this thing I did had some impact. Yay!
No, absolutely. So I published my honors thesis in undergrad and it recently broke. And so that was like 7 years ago. And it recently broke 20,000 downloads. And that, like, warms my fucking heart, man.
Dude, that's cool.
20,000 downloads.
Hold the
How did
fucking
you get 20,000 downloads?
Yeah.
Is it about butt stuff?
No, but it's about, let me fucking pull up the title. I can never say it off the top of my head.
Oh my God, if it's some, like, Marxist fucking thing, I'm gonna be mad.
It's about modern mythology and cross-cultural consciousness.
The Marxist modern mythologist alienation experience within the contours of the ethnocentric society of Jesus. Yeah, I get it.
Give me a second.
Right? Wait, is there a colon in your title? Do you have a colon and then a list of items?
What got you so bent about Marxist stuff, Shaun?
Sorry, I've been making so much fun of, like, weird Marxist interpretations of things, because it's, like, it's fucking low-hanging fruit for academic jokes.
Okay, no. So it's called The Mythological Perspective of Modern Media, Cross-Cultural Consciousness, and Modern Myths.
Wait, where's the colon? Where's the colon? Where's the colon?
Right after modern...
I knew it!
Mythological Perspective of Modern Media.
Amazing.
But it's about,
amazing.
So I was looking at like Joseph Campbell and like the hero's journey sort of thing, and how most of this, it's postmodernism. Most of the stories that we tell have already been told in some way, shape, or form. We just add new details to make them new. So I got to talk about Legend of Zelda and Harry Potter and Star Trek, and like I had a super fun time with it. And yeah, so it just broke 20,000 downloads.
How?
20,546.
What'd you do? How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Well, hold now. You need to know how much did mine. Hold on.
But yeah, I
gotta find out now. How much did mine get downloaded? It probably didn't get downloaded at all. I gotta look.
And so yeah, that was published in September of 2018.
I don't want to know. Like 20,000. Oh God, it's gonna be really sad when I look and it's like
I'm so sorry.
5. It's like
and
5.
then also recently, I got somebody who wanted to connect with me on LinkedIn because they read my paper, and I was like, okay. So yeah, email people who write papers. Like, they would love to give you a free copy if it's under paywall. Usually, like 9 times out of 10.
Well,
I can't
if it
speak for
helps, I can't find it, so I give up. Because I don't know where it is in the database to find that information.
I just want to note, in contrast, my master's thesis has had 14 views since January 9th, 2020.
I mean...
Give it another 2 years. I'm sure
here we go.
Everyone is going to care about sedimentary and climatic response to the second Eocene thermal maximum in the McCullough Peaks area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, because how many times am I going to fucking Google that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Would I understand it if I tried to read it?
Maybe?
That is a no. That is definitely a no. I will just say that I can't find the
Here, I'll send you guys the link and you can go read the abstract.
Yeah, I won't be able to view the amount of times it was downloaded. So you know what? I feel like it's probably 6 million. So I feel good now.
You know, if that's what you got in your heart, go for it.
I mean,
Believe
there's
in
literally
yourself.
nothing I could do. Oh, there's the stats file. Yeah, we can just move on.
So how's that going?
No, we're good. I can move on with my life now.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think that was my master's. That wasn't my No, that was. No, it wasn't. Oh my god, that was my dissertation.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody fucking cares. Oh, why am I doing this?
I think my topic is much, it's like much loved because I got to talk about 3 pieces of really classic media. So
True.
it's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to make everybody depressed.
No, you know what? I just looked and my master's thesis has had 4 citations.
There you go.
It means I contributed.
How'd you find that out? Well, hold on. This has now become the citation show. Where do I go?
Scholar.
You go to where?
Semantic Scholar.
Semantic.
I don't know if that's mostly for dirty scientists though.
What?
Well, I mean, it probably is. Let's see if we can find it. Shaun Duke. I've been
We're just gonna
cited
take
in.
a break in the
I
middle
realize
of
like this is like gotten way off track, and I don't care because this is interesting to me. I know that one of my academic papers on a Japanese animated film has been cited in like an industrial chemicals paper, and I have looked left and right trying to figure out why, and it apparently is just someone included it as a citation with like a footnote number that it's attached to, and in no way was my paper used. So I'm just cited in this fucking academic journal for no fucking reason.
Oh, interesting.
That's amazing.
That is
Thank you for introducing me to this
bizarre.
site. I didn't know that this exists. But I don't want to say my number.
Well, I'm looking. I'm trying to find out. I don't know. I apparently am not even on this website. I don't exist. Why am I in this industry? I should just like.
I don't know.
I don't.
This is bizarre. Like, why am I doing this to myself? I realize that nobody cares right now, but like.
That's what it's like being in academia, right?
Yeah.
Literally no one gives a shit.
Literally
about
nobody
what we
cares.
do.
No.
Somehow
does.
I'm cited as a referencing Gary Gygax's current biography?
What?
What? Never mind. That's real weird.
Okay, we can move on. Well, because that's a thing I should do on my own time to make myself depressed and need to drink more alcohol. But
I mean, fair.
I would just note, like, it's really weird to be like one of a handful of people that's written a dissertation of what I've written on, and then find out like apparently nobody gives a shit. And it's like, what am I doing? Why am I bothering? I should just write about Zelda. Apparently,
I mean, people liked it.
you know what the irony
hero's
is?
journey,
I can't get
man.
it.
It's
Here's the
hitting.
thing. The irony is, Becca, more people want to read what you've written, except academics won't hire you.
No, absolutely not.
Like, it's stupid. Like, people should be like, holy shit, 20,000 downloads of your fucking thesis. Holy crap. They should be like clamoring to just throw jobs at you. But apparently, if you don't have like a neo-Marxist reinterpretation of the masculine.
What is up with you and Marx?
Sorry, I just find
happened?
it.
All I can assume is
happened?
that this is like some very specific salt about English stuff
Oh,
in
God, yeah.
academia because, obviously this is not a problem that we have in geology.
No, it's not.
I mean,
no.
but my degree is
What's
in
a
writing,
Marxist
rhetoric, and technical
interpretation of
communications. So
No, hold on. What would be a Marxist interpretation of geology? Like, let me tell you about the dehumanizing effects of
I
the
need more
Cascade
alcohol.
Mountains. Like, what?
give me a second. I have to go get more mixer.
Look.
I'll be right back.
Is not the proletariat ground down like the very sediment that we build our aquifers from?
You're not wrong. So Daniel in chat has a quoted from a paper that is about, oh my god, apparently Daniel really found it. It's on All Dogs Go to Heaven and Marxist feminist theory. And I will quote directly from what Daniel's put in chat. In this paper, I analyze how All Dogs Go to Heaven incorporates and reshapes American mythic themes. I interpret their function in relation to dominant ideologies, situating my investigation in a Marxist feminist framework. Finally, I evaluate the film's subversive potential and consider the implications of its cultural position and ideological agenda.
All Dogs Going to Heaven was not screaming for a feminist Marxist analysis.
I will just note that while I'm sure the actual paper offers more, that sounds to me like part of the abstract. That abstract says literally nothing. It says absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Marxist feminist framework can mean like 87 different things. The American mythic themes can also mean 87 different things. Right. The subversive potential is vague. It doesn't mean anything. Subversive potential in what sense? The implications of its cultural position and ideological agenda, I don't know what those mean. Right, this is the abstract. This can't be the actual paper.
Oh yeah,
if that's the actual
it sounds like
paper,
an abstract.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's an abstract because it starts like in this paper. I will, but I just want to say, Shaun, this is why your wife calls you a grumpy old man.
I am a grumpy old man. I am.
Because you sound like
it's okay. We still love you.
We didn't do Marxist interpretations of everything. We had to do actual research and analysis.
What is this published in?
What is this, some fancy online journal?
This has devolved.
I bet it's not even peer-reviewed.
This has devolved so quickly.
Articulate
we had to
volume
peer review
13,
uphills
article
both
2.
ways in the snow.
Wait, hold on. Carturo says in chat this won an award for scholarly writing. That paragraph means nothing. It doesn't say anything.
Becca, I feel like we're watching a man go through the stages of his midlife crisis.
It's either that or the
in
stages
real
of
time.
grief. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a weird combination of the two.
Yeah, where he's just like, what have I done with my entire life?
I will not.
Well, I'm telling you should have written a paper about Zelda. People love it.
I will
People
just say,
gobble
I've
that shit
glanced
up.
at some of the other paragraphs, and there is more substance. That paragraph just happens to be completely and utterly unnecessary.
Yeah, that doesn't say much.
No, it says literally nothing.
There's
nothing in it.
It's just academic
words.
speak. Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm teaching grad students right now, and I'm just teaching them how to teach. But at some point, one of them is going to come to me like, "How do I write an academic paper?" And I'm like, "Don't say shit that doesn't mean anything. Don't do it. Stop.
You never know.
Big words don't make you smart."
I don't know. I myself can't read through the paper that I published anymore because I'm like, I would change so many things now.
Okay, where's the?
So I can't read it anymore.
No, I want to read it.
I put it in the chat or in our chat.
Did you?
Not in Alphabet Streams. I put it in our DM.
Shaun, you are not going to look at it right now. We're talking about a stupid fucking movie that you made us watch.
We have to read the whole thing.
No, you literally can't.
Not right now.
You literally can't.
If you want to go through and redline it because you're mad Becca's gotten so many downloads, that's fine. But you're not doing it on podcast time because I'm getting hungry and there's chicken salad waiting upstairs for me.
This shit is 48 pages long. You are not reading this on stream.
No, I mean, I'm sure this paper's fine, by the way, though, and maybe Becca wrote something that's interesting too.
Wow! Someone's a little angry.
No. Okay, no. In all honesty, Becca, that is very impressive.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
that is really lovely.
Do the three ghosts of academic past, present, and future need to
We're here to
visit
determine
you
if
this
you get
Christmas?
tenure.
It does sound like an interesting paper, and I do really like. In all honesty, really, really, congratulations. Yeah, that is fantastic. So, yeah.
I mean, in contrast, my master's thesis was boring as hell because if you read through it, the conclusion is literally, there's not enough data for me to make any conclusions. We need to do further study.
I'm so sorry.
That is honest, though.
Anyways,
that's how science goes, baby.
That is how science goes. But we should probably move on to our dislikes.
Should we? Do we need to? Can we just give it an A and be done?
No!
No, this is torture cinema. We have a
We could
formula.
give it an F if you want, or a C,
Yeah.
but it's not getting an A.
The great thing is,
Decidedly not.
I can edit the page that this goes up with, and I can easily just say A for
Yes.
everybody involved.
But Shaun, I will know that you're a liar. Becca will know you're a liar. Everyone who is in the stream
Shaun,
will know that you're a liar.
You
and
should
you know
understand.
what? Annabelle will know you're a liar.
I don't
They'll never
care.
go to-
She's boring.
No, but Shaun, academic integrity.
Oh, come on.
Academic
You know we don't have that.
No, I work in administration at a fucking university. I know we don't fucking have that.
No comment.
I do marketing for a university.
Look,
no comment.
I work for a government agency. We at least have to follow our own rules.
Yeah.
Do you? Do you,
Yeah.
Becca? Or Alex,
Wait.
whoever you are? I don't have to follow any rules.
Wow,
Everybody is Becca
did we
now.
just get all redheads look the same?
We did, despite the fact that her hair is nowhere near the same way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, let's do dislikes. Alex, what's your dislike? Go.
I dislike that you think that Becca and I are the same person.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. He'll kill me.
Oh, man.
We don't even wear the same glasses.
All right,
I'm
what's
on
your
my-
dislike then?
My dislike is that this is definitely not anywhere near the worst torture cinema movie I've ever watched, but I think this is actually the most deeply unnecessary one. And I don't say that lightly, because there have been a lot of movies we've watched for torture cinema where I'm like, why did this need to be made? Who thought this was a good idea? But this is more unnecessary than Will Ferrell's Land Before Time. Like, no one was asking for this movie. It doesn't do anything new or interesting. It's just a straight up retelling of A Christmas Carol that doesn't make sense and doesn't do anything different with the story. It's just, there is no reason for it to exist other than, I guess, that, you know, the nice man who composed the music was able to pay his mortgage, so good for him.
Well, we don't know that he was able to pay his mortgage.
Well, I assume it helped him pay some kind of bill. Either that or maybe he just, like, for all I know, he just snorted a lot of cocaine like Nick Cage. And it went straight up his nose. But you know what? If so, bless, it was his money. He earned it.
I'm pretty sure he did not do any cocaine.
He turned in solid work for a deeply unnecessary film.
He did turn in very solid work for this movie. What's weird is, it's if it's necessary for anything, it's certainly to confirm some of the flaws in its theological positions. Because the notion, and would be my dislike, the notion that Carface is redeemable after all the things he's done would seem to suggest that the moral framework of this whole thing is completely fucked.
Yes, because lest we forget, the whole point is, in the first movie, Carface fucking murdered Charlie.
With a car.
With a car. Literally had him run over with a car that he and his buddy pushed down the hill so it would hit Charlie and kill him.
Yeah. And then, a reminder, the reason he helps Timmy in the end is not because Timmy is dead. He's gonna be ganked, right, basically. The reason is because his own personal story of him being an asshole dog that just wasn't trained right led him to be kicked out on the street. And he doesn't want that to happen to Timmy. It has very little to actually do with him actually saving a life. He wants Timmy to live a different life than he led. But even at the end of this, he doesn't actually redeem himself. He just says, but I still have a business to run. And so the implication is he's only being nice on Christmas. That's it.
I mean, I guess that's an improvement from not being nice on Christmas.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
yeah, I
But
mean,
also,
as far as like,
let him have a little redemption. He says, I'm gonna go visit my mom for the first time since I was a puppy.
His mom's dead. He's
Was
visiting a grave.
Well, still.
I mean,
it
is one of those. I would say it is one of those things that kind of misses the point of A Christmas Carol, because in the actual, like, the book and everything else, it's, you know, not that Scrooge is like, oh, I can now empathize with these people because they're going through something I exactly went through. It's more him being like, oh, I've been forced to recognize the humanity in others. And so his, like, his redemption and turnaround is not about like a very self-absorbed kind of thing.
Right.
Whereas, like, yeah, you're right. Carface is just like, it's all about me. Now, I will say, him being like, this thing happened to me and it sucks, so I don't want it to happen to someone else. That's at least nice. Like, I wish more people would do that. But also, that does not forgive the fact that he's a fucking murderer.
Right. Right. I think you're right that this film misses the kind of point. And it kind of muddies the water because, you know, with Scrooge, the whole idea is like, Scrooge is not, he's a rude, grumpy, penny-pinching capitalist. But he's not actively going out of his way to deliberately ruin people's lives in their personal space, right? He's just making them work, which is admittedly not nice and is a bad thing. But Carface shows up and steals all their shit, including the fund for Timmy. So, like, it's like he's more evil than Scrooge. Scrooge is just like, nobody likes Scrooge. Nobody wants to be around him.
He's just a miser and a dick.
Yeah, he's just a giant dick. And in this, Carface is actually like a criminal kind of monstrous
monster. I mean, as far as we know, Scrooge had not ever actually murdered anyone on purpose. Perhaps
as
maybe a little manslaughter. Well, I mean, like I said, as far as we know, you know, maybe there was like a little, like, you know, neglect, death through neglect, etc., etc. But there wasn't him like with malice and forethought having somebody killed so he could take their business. Right. Or if so, Charles Dickens did not put that in the book.
It's not there, and certainly the fact that it's so explicit in this movie.
That's in All Scrooges Go to Heaven.
Yeah,
the unpublished sequel.
Scrooge actually was actively trying to get Timmy to die. Yeah, little Tim.
He's like, fuck that kid.
Fuck that kid in particular. Anyways,
decrease the surplus population.
God.
I mean, I will just note, this movie, most of them appear to be stray dogs. And I will note also that our treatment of dogs is quite literally to spay and neuter. So we are trying to decrease their surplus population. So,
well, yeah,
I mean, real awkward.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I mean, yeah, Alex and I usually take it to a dark place, but you just go like...
I mean, I will, however, point out that the subtle but important difference is that, unlike in the movie, dogs are not sapient.
That we know of.
Anyways, no, Shaun, what's your dislike?
I've owned some dogs before. They're not fucking sapient.
Dogs are so dumb, and I love them.
They're so fucking dumb. They're great, but they're dumb. Oh god, they're dumb. That's part of why they're great, is they're dumb.
Yeah, right? Shaun, what is your dislike?
I already did it. My dislike is the fact that Carface is not redeemable, and they completely botched that part of the story. Yeah. So what's yours, Becca?
There wasn't a corgi.
Okay, so corgis.
That's because all the corgis are actually in hell
all the corgis. No, that was just a note I wrote down. That's not my real dislike, but still, I think it counts.
You know, corgi haters come for me. I don't like corgis.
They're adorable, but they have so many health issues. It's not worth it.
Well, I mean, they're horrible little yappy things that can jump really, really high, and that's
really
not
strange.
My favorite.
Oh, God,
well, it's because
really
they can jump high enough to like bite your face. I am not drawing this as a random example.
Oh.
They're evil.
Corgis have surprising jumping power.
For those
they can go places.
Yeah.
I don't like dogs that don't look like dogs anymore. So
pugs.
That's not so fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me it feels very unfair that like when they had the portion where, you know, Carface kind of got like his little preview of hell, and all of the demon dogs were like bulldogs, and that feels really unfair to bulldogs because I've actually never met a bulldog that wasn't pretty nice. It should have all been corgis.
There are no bad dogs. There are only bad owners.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Is that your dislike, Becca?
My real dislike was, and it's not like direct. Like, it's kind of tangentially related to the movie, but like bad dog owners who throw out dogs or take them back to a shelter because they do stuff that they were not trained not to do.
He's a puppy.
Like, he's a puppy and he peed in the house. Yeah. I'm so sorry. A puppy is going to pee in your house multiple times until you train them that you have to go outside. Like, it's not his fault, and you shouldn't have thrown out your dog because he fucking peed in the house. So they were shit
also,
people.
like, so that
was my dislike. Was just like, I fucking hate those people.
One time, he made. Well, I mean, he supposedly was a rambunctious little guy, but we only see one instance where he breaks something.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
it?
like
You just throw a dog out
and they
after
throw him
that?
out.
Fuck those owners.
Fucking, it's snowing and raining, or there's snow on the ground and it's raining and it's disgusting and terribly cold out, and you just throw a dog outdoors?
Right?
Yeah.
No!
Those people definitely don't deserve to go to heaven.
Those people went to hell. I know they're fictional.
They shoulda.
But if you adopt an animal, you are taking on the responsibility to care for that animal through their lifespan. And if you can't take that responsibility, you should reconsider adopting.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, in this context, there are situations where you do need to return a dog.
Yes, and there are people who do their best and just cannot do it anymore.
And it's the dog has more energy than I can do it, or I have health problems now and I can't, or I've got to move
absolutely. There are definitely situations.
But that's also different. That's I'm going to contact a rescue, or
you will still be responsible,
and not I'm going to fucking drive out of the woods and dump this.
Dump my dog on the side of the road and drive away. That's terrible. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
you are that dog's entire world. Stop.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. They're terrible, Becca. You are 100% correct.
Those people suck.
They are awful.
So that was my dislike.
All the owners are awful. The parents, when the dog breaks the plate, the little Timmy dog breaks the plate, their response should be okay, the plate broke, that sucks and all, but you just that's the kid. Make sure to watch the dog.
Yeah, instead of
right, puppies break things. They get into stuff they're not supposed to. You got to teach
chew
the
on
dog.
Stuff.
Oh, they chew on so much fucking stuff.
That's what they do.
My parents' dog would not stop going after my fucking flip-flops.
Oh yeah.
It really made me mad watching this, and I guess it made you mad too, Becca. Just the amount, the degree to which the humans in this are the worst thing possible, other than Carface, who's a murderer.
I mean, it's the kind of weird thing about the conceit of the film being dogs are sapient and have their own culture, etc., etc., and then that supposedly humans are not involved in, but then the humans all treat dogs like they're way more intelligent and morally responsible than actual dogs are.
Yeah.
So it's just, it doesn't, they never really kind of establish are all the dogs super dogs?
And how many, when their dogs are being hypnotized to go bring their presents to Alcatraz Island or whatever.
You forgot that part.
How many dogs can get out of their house that fucking easily?
Yeah,
how fucking irresponsible are those owners that your dogs can just walk out onto the street free every fucking night?
Timmy's family had a fucking dog door in the front door?
Yeah.
Who does that?
No one.
The humans in this place are horrible.
Yeah.
I was also extremely mystified because it was Carface took everybody's bones, which I guess bones are currency for dogs, but he was
they were collecting real money.
Yeah,
for Timmy.
Yeah, and where did the dogs get the money?
It was just coins, which are harder to pick up than a dollar bill that's been dropped on the street. How can a dog get their mouth around a coin? But also, apparently, dogs can pick shit up with their hands.
We've been through this. In this cartoon universe, dogs can do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you could... Well, then you could just say in the cartoon universe, that is just the relationship between dogs and humans, but it's bad.
It's bizarre.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah,
to say
it's weird and it doesn't make sense. Because at least, I feel at least my memory of the movie was the dogs were pretty much treated like dogs. They weren't any more intelligent than dogs. And then, the little girl that Charlie hangs out with, her special thing was that she could understand the dogs.
Yep.
So, that was really cool, and she was oh yeah, they're smart and they can do stuff, but none of the other humans were like that.
No.
So yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It who knows, I don't know what to tell you. This movie really
the only thing that makes less sense is that Becca's thesis has 20,000 downloads, and it's not about Marxist feminism.
Oh, Lordy. Well,
like
thank
a snake
you for
eating
that.
its tail.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we should get to our final thoughts and a grade, I think, because we don't need to have this be an hour over the length of this movie. Because it was short. It was 73 minutes long.
Yeah.
And we are at this moment hitting approximately the 74-minute mark. So,
I mean, to be fair, there was quite a section in the middle where we were not in any way discussing the movie.
Yeah.
Because Shaun was having a midlife crisis.
I think everything has been very much focused on the topic, and some of us are very professional, unlike others who are present.
Yes.
I mean, I can try to analyze Carface as the hero and go through all the steps of the hero's journey, but I don't think we want to do that.
Also, I can't handle another 20,000 downloads of like your new thesis. I can't do it. My ego can only take so much.
Oops.
I'm a professor, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. People like myths.
Academic
People like
papers. I present
mythology.
at conferences. I'm supposed to not. I'm really not that important. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Who cares?
In the grand scheme of things, we are all a minute speck of dust.
Oh, no, yeah, 100%. I'm more important for a podcast that most people have never listened to than any academic work I've done. And that's 99% of academics, because nobody downloads anything academics write. So, except Becca, apparently. You're the most famous non-academic academic that exists.
I have published a single paper.
Okay. So, Alex, your final thought and your grade for this movie, please save us from myself.
So my final thoughts are, again, not nearly the worst movie I've ever seen. And it wasn't even like I was actively bored. I was mostly just like, why is any of this happening? I'm going to build my Calyx shelves. So I got some shelves built, and that was actually really nice. This movie was unnecessary and should never have been made. The end. I give it a C.
Okay. Becca.
I just thought it was really bland. I didn't enjoy it, but it also didn't really spike a dislike. Like, it was fine.
It's the mayonnaise of movies.
It's the mayonnaise of movies. I would never watch it again, and I don't think I needed to watch it because I have, in fact, seen other renditions of A Christmas Carol, so I've already seen the movie, just with different flavor. More flavor, in fact. Yeah. So, yeah, it gets a C, because it's just middling. It's just
Yeah.
And not the Canadian nice it's just
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, is better than Robin Hood.
What's your
The bar is in hell.
The bar is in hell.
I blocked out what you were saying because you insulted mayonnaise. So what is your?
I like mayonnaise on sandwiches, but it's just meh.
Okay,
I mean,
what is that in grade terms?
I said a C. I gave it a C. I gave it an average.
C.
Like, it's fine, but it's not terrible. It's like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's decidedly not the best thing. I'll forget about it in about 2 days. Maybe less if I somehow find more alcohol.
So I just want to note that mayonnaise is one of the greatest condiments that has ever been invented. It is a fantastic...
Oh my god, do you just put it on like Wonder Bread? Is that where you're at?
No, okay. First off, I have to worry about my colon health now. Thank you, you fucking asshole. So
yeah, because you're old. You have to worry about your colon health because you're old.
You're damn right, and so do you, because your colon is suffering right now. Talk to your doctor.
Do you worry about how much fiber you're eating?
I do. I have to look for I have to pay attention to that. It's important, okay? I'm sorry.
We have left the rails back.
Who cares? Your health is important. Take care of your colon.
You'll miss it when it's gone.
Becca, I am what you have to look forward to.
Oh my god! Is that why butt stuff came to our chat?
OG butt stuff wanted to let us know. No.
We finally have arrived at the butt stuff. It might just not have been the butt stuff.
It just took us a little bit longer. Let's go. We always end up at the butt stuff.
Butt stuff's fun. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, and on that note, I'm going to get to my final thoughts and my grade on this. I will just note, I should have been taking clips of this whole fucking thing, and I completely forgot I have a button for it, because I was having too much fun, you bastards.
Hey, you can do it after. It's just a little more work.
I know,
You're welcome,
but I don't
citizen.
Okay. My final thoughts. I actually really enjoyed this. The only thing I didn't enjoy was just the weird confusion about the storyline, which I've already talked about. I enjoyed the shit out of this. Annie in chat will know, because I was so stoked. Mark Waters emailed me back, sent me an MP3. Everything in my life is perfect. I just really enjoyed this movie. And so for that reason, I'm giving it an A. I'd watch it again.
That says so much about what your life is like right now, and I'm sorry.
I don't see the problem. Do you see the problem?
I don't know, I'm too busy downloading Becca's paper.
Repeatedly,
I
you
think
just
I
got
need
it like
to-
I'm just gonna bot downloading it.
I mean, I'm certain not all of those were actual humans, but still.
Oh, lordy. Okay,
I feel like now I have to come up with a worse movie than Robin Hood. to just tear down this good feeling that he has.
Is that possible without, like,
I don't
ripping
know.
a hole in space-time? Because of all the suck?
I don't know, man, but I gotta try.
You can't take
I gotta try.
No.
I'll make you guys watch Legend of the Sword, which is the terrible Guy Ritchie King Arthur movie that I love so much.
I've already watched it.
It's my fucking favorite.
Okay, I will just
Charlie
say
Hunnam
this
is hot as
right
shit.
now. If folks get us
Many
to
people pay
$100 a month on our Patreon at patreon.com/SkiffyandFancy by next year, because this is the last show theoretically of the year, give or take a couple of podcasts that might come out. If you do that, we will have a special show on a movie that Becca picks. There you go.
Hey,
It's
I mean,
not
I
that
also
much.
have been wanting to do that Ghibli movie series, so
There you go.
it could be something
actually
actually
good.
nice to look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can either I can be your angel or your devil. If
We'll
we
let
go
you
above
be your
$100,
angel or
your
I can be
devil.
your angel. If we stay under $100,
No,
your butthole's not
no,
safe.
100's the minimum. We have to get to 100. That is not
Okay.
that much money. So if you have money lying around, that's what you should do with it. So there you go. You have until we come back next year
no.
to get us up to $100 a month on Patreon, and Becca will pick a movie that we have to watch. There we go. You happy with yourself now, Becca?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, folks. That is the show. So if you have any thoughts that were not shared live with us and you'd like to send us an email, if it's complaints, please at complaints.
I do just want to point out that Jeff called it your midlife crisis, eh?
No. No, I'm not having a midlife crisis. I'm 40, for fuck's sake. I'm just 40.
That
midlife
is
crisis.
Sports car.
That is prime midlife crisis territory.
No. No, my midlife
Yes.
crisis was at 30 because I will die at 60.
That's very specific.
Yeah, I had chemotherapy. I'm not going to live past 65.
That got dark.
Don't know what to
think
tell
that's
you. Can I
necessarily
now
true.
end the show?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyway, if you have complaints at skiffyandfanty.com, which is
I
a
think you
very
should
real
complain
email.
about Sean's shitty attitude.
If you have
I mean, yeah, you're not
legitimate-
going to live past 65. Not with that attitude, you're not.
If you have legitimate thoughts that you would like to share, you can go to skiffyandfanty.com/listener suggestions, where you can leave comments and thoughts and also suggest topics and things for us to cover. If you want to follow us, we are Skiffy and Fanty on pretty much all of the social sites except for Twitter, because that will be going dead at the end of 2023. So if you want to find all that stuff, including our
'Cause
newsletter,
fuck
go to our
Elon
link
Musk.
tree. That is linktr.ee/SkiffyandFanty, and then our Patreon again is patreon.com/SkiffyandFanty. Since you obviously enjoyed this, everybody in chat at the moment and people listening to this right now will go to iTunes and their favorite podcatcher and leave us a 5-star review saying how great our show was, because we need that in our lives. There you go. I am at lots of places if you want to find me. ShaunDuke.net. I am here at Alphabet Streams generally Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central, with exception during the holiday break because I don't know if I can stream where I'm going. I also have a link tree /Shaun Duke. You can find links to my socials, etc., and my Patreon and all that good stuff.
You can find me over at Dicey Druid on Twitch, where I stream a lot of simping over fictional characters. Or, with my cat, because she needs a lot of attention, and I love her more than I love dogs. So, sorry.
That's how it should be.
Right?
You can find me on my website, which is katsudan.net. There's lots of links there for short stories that you can read for free. There's my blog that I very occasionally update, a newsletter that I very occasionally update, and I'm on Blue Sky at Katsudonbury, because I deleted my account at the bad place, and it made my life immeasurably better.
Did it?
Oh, yeah.
Also, you're not Katsudonbury on
Oh, no, that's right. I'm just Katsudon, right?
Yeah. You're just Katsudon.
Okay.
Nice.
So at katsudon.bsky.social. Or just at Katsudon, it'll come up. So
yeah,
anyway.
You'll find it. Whatever.
Now I want Katsudon.
That is always the correct answer.
Why?
Katsudon is really good.
It is.
I want food too, but I can't have any more today.
I want chicken salad, so I'm gonna go get some.
Oh, that sounds nice. I can't do that.
I mean, we've already made it awkward talking about how Sean's gonna die at 65, so we could just end it.
You just kind of blew your
like...
awkward load early, buddy. Like, are you sure you're not getting old?
Why did you call it that?
I blew my awkward load. Is that what you're saying now, Alex?
Yeah, you just kind of went early. Like,
what kind of
we
aim
could
do you
have
think
saved
I
it for
had with
the
that?
awkward ending here, but
okay.
No, I want to run with this. So, what kind of aim do you think I had with that? Was it sporadic? Was it perhaps multi-directional? Was I able to get distance?
I mean, I would presume not distance if you were going that early. You're going for speed rather than distance. A sad little dribble of awkwardness that came to
We need to do this more often. Oh, I haven't laughed like this in ages.
Okay, we gotta end the podcast because I need to pee really bad.
Bye. Thanks for coming, everyone.
This sad little dribble of a podcast is over. Okay. Awkward ending, hence.
You're welcome, citizens.